Charleston's first trucking expo is rolling into the Lowcountry September 17th with industry speakers, a kids zone, vendors, and CDL scholarships. Make sure to come to Latson Exchange Park on September 17th and visit charlestontruckexpo.com.
It's time for a little comedy, a little content, and a lot of conversation. It's the Geno Jones Show, exclusively right here on YouTube. And now here's your host, Geno Jones.
Hey, I'm here, everybody. What's happening with the Geno Jones Show? Bam! You see what the sign says. You can read. I come to you live Monday through Friday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern, 5:30 p.m. in Chicago, 3:30 p.m. out on the West Coast. Please subscribe to the Geno Jones Show YouTube channel. Subscribe and share. Copy and paste the link. Screen grab, like, and binge watch all my back episodes. Countdown to becoming a YouTube partner. What does that mean? That means countdown to getting a YouTube check. You'll begin to see their ads. Now, the ads you just saw was one of my ads, but when you see the YouTube ads, just say cha-ching. When you see them, just let your brain and just hear cha-ching. Say, up. Another black-owned business is getting $1. That's right, well, more than $1. So thank you for supporting Geno Media, my media company, and the Geno Jones Show. So Friday, let's have fun and just feel fabulous. Make it a fantastic Friday. That's what we do around here. Have fun and everything else. My weekend review show, and there's a lot going on. On a serious note, and I got my special guest co-host coming up in a second, but let me just start off. Today, I want to remember there were four young girls. One was 11, and the other three were 14, and they were all murdered. So I want to, listen, when we lose a family member or anyone, they become an ancestor. And I believe as long as we always say their name, physically they may not be here, but their spirit is with us, and in many cases, their spirit is inside of us. So I want to remember and honor these young girls because their spirit is still with us. Denise McNair, she was only 11. Cynthia Wesley, Carol Robertson, and Addie Mae Collins, they were only 14. Going to church on a Sunday morning. A church in Birmingham, Alabama, the 16th Street Baptist Church, a huge church. And on that fateful Sunday morning, 3 racist Ku Klux Klan members murdered those 4 babies in church. They planted these Ku Klux Klan members, these domestic terrorists, these demonic souls, planted dynamite under the stairs of the church. And when the dynamite exploded, it killed the 4 young girls and the older sister of Addie Mae Collins. She's still alive. She wrote a book about not having a sister with us, but her eye was permanently damaged. As a matter of fact, she still has glass in her eye that they could not remove 60 years later. So 60 years ago today, remember the 16th Street Baptist Church massacre, murder, bombing, where those 4 babies were murdered. So that's today in Black history because we have so many states and governors and people that don't want the truth. They don't want you to know about that. Oh, because it might make we don't want to make white kids hate themselves. No. The truth won't make them hate themselves. Hopefully the truth will tap into their compassion and their empathy and humanity. So they will make sure that they or no one else that they know that their generation will never repeat the horror, the racism, the senseless hatred and violence based in fear and ignorance that would cause any so-called human being to plant a bomb under the stairs of a church on a Sunday morning and murder 4 innocent babies. That happened 60 years ago today. So I wanted to honor their memory. So, all right, let me switch up. Shout out to Mr. Deion Sanders, prime time. And shout out to these prime time sunglasses. He was on ESPN's First Take with Stephen A. Smith and Molly how does she pronounce her name? Molly Karam. I think she said Karam. It's spelled with a Q, Molly Karam. Molly. And they had Louis Riddick on, but so prime time. And of course, shout out to my man Shannon Sharp, who's like Stephen's co-host 2 days a week, supposedly. But Stephen A. say, hey man, I'm gonna need you to come on out to Boulder, Colorado, because we going to see Coach Prime. So Coach Prime hooked up with this sunglasses company, and he got some really cool. I got a full disclosure, and I gotta confess, these sunglasses are fly. As a matter of fact, as soon as I get the money, I'm gonna order a couple pair. He's got like the gold mirror sunglasses and then the blacked out sunglasses. So I got to get at least one pair of each. So shout out to you, Prime Time, but shout out to the job that you're doing as a coach. So there's been a lot of scuttlebutt. The University of Colorado is where Deion is coaching. His son, 2 of his players that played with him at Jackson State University, historically black college and university in Jackson, Mississippi. They went out to Boulder, Colorado. And these brothers are balling, just like they did at the HBCU, but they got a lot of hate. Oh, they were just playing in the black colleges. When they get in the big colleges against the big white schools, they can't do it. Well, these kids ain't missed a beat. They doing the same thing this year that they did when they played at HBCU or Jackson State. But they're playing at Colorado State, who has a black coach, Mike Norvell. So things kind of got sideways because Coach Norvell was having coaches have like a weekly TV show, not a news conference. They just have their own show and they talk about the upcoming game. So Coach Norvell threw a little shade to Deion. He was like, well, when you talk to a man, you're supposed to take your sunglasses off and take your hat off. My mama raised me that when you talking to a man, you take your sunglasses and your hat off. So folks is like saying, wait, whoa, man, yo, brother, what's this, black on black crime? Man, you taking a shot at Deion's kind of like sideways? What you trying to kind of like backdoor slide with it, like throw the rock and hide your hand? Throwing shade at Deion's mom, talking about what your mom did. You implying that his mama didn't raise him? So Deion is like, it's personal. So it's personal. A lot of folks are talking about that. The big 3 automakers in Detroit, Michigan, suburban Detroit, went on strike. We're going to have more about that in a second because I got somebody that's right there in the heart of the D. But first, I got to say, as a matter of fact, I'm going to bring her on camera. My number 1 co-host, number 1 on your program, number 1 in your heart, ladies and gentlemen, the beautifully brown melanated, one of the best, the baddest in the business. That's my girl right there. Look at her repping. Repping the big blue. I see you, girl. Okay. Jim Harbaugh need to cut you a check as an endorser because you got, if you're doing that, then you definitely, but they still need to cut you a check. Cut your mic on. Unmute yourself.
You say that bottom part, baby.
That's right. Hey, look, you are an influencer, so you're supposed to get a check for that.
Yeah. And don't let me start singing my song. Hail to the...
I ain't mad at you. Keela Carson, ladies and gentlemen, back on the show. And your number 1 fan, my number 1 fan.
Your mom popping, hi, mother.
So let's say our happy birthday this weekend. Key, we got some birthdays. Let me shout out Tamron Hall, TV talk show host. She'll be 53 tomorrow on Saturday. Music, he was music soul child, but I guess he's grown now, so he can't be a child. He's a grown-ass man. So I guess music grown-ass man would have been too long, so he just goes by music now. So
what up,
music
Philly?
grown-ass man is 46 on Saturday. Also on Saturday, happy heavenly birthday, talking about our ancestors. We're going to say his name like we said the name of the 4 beautiful children, souls that were murdered by those races. But tomorrow, we're going to celebrate the life of one Riley B. King, a.k.a. BeBe, a.k.a. Blues Boy. That's what the BeBe stands for. Blues Boy King was, well, he was born in 1925. So tomorrow, we celebrate his happy heavenly birthday. Nice man, Key. I had a chance. So before I came here, I worked in Memphis for almost 10 years, and he had a BeBe King's restaurant. I had the honor to, I had like a warm-up act hosting gig like I have here at the Montague Room. Really, just a really good guy. And true story, when I first got here in like 2005, he came here and performed at the Performing Arts Center. And guess who was his opening act? I got to do about 10 minutes.
Oh, wow.
Stand up, yours truly.
Congratulations.
I had to tell you about that. That was
touching
interesting.
Greatness.
Yeah, because we had a mixed crowd. We probably had a 50% of the crowd was were Democrats. 50%, other 50% were like Bush supporters. So that was that was funny. I had to tell you about that one day.
You didn't have a rope down the middle, did you?
No, I should have. So happy heavenly birthday to BeBe King, born tomorrow, which is going to be September 16th. He was born on that day, 1925. He passed away in 2015. Sunday, Doug E. Fresh. Doug E. Fresh is going to be 57 on Sunday. So, Key, I know because you, like all the TV shows, like you usually get on them before they popped. This one is not on anymore, I don't think, but it was really hot for a while. It was on cable. I want to say either HBO or Showtime. Remember, Orange is the New Black?
Yeah. Orange is the New Black, yeah.
Yep, the sister, I think her name on the show was Tasty.
Yeah.
Don't ask me how, I don't even want to know. No, just stop right. I ain't want to know. I'm like,
there was a lot of Tasties.
Danielle Brooks, she's really a talented sister. She's going to be 34 on Sunday. Beat up there in the D, your man, make sure you got to get him a birthday card. Shout him out, call him, wish him happy birthday Sunday, Key. BeBe Winans is going to be 61 on Sunday.
BeBe, from Detroit, but primarily him and CeCe live in Nashville.
Oh, that's right. You're right.
But that's okay. They're from Detroit.
Right. Yeah. That's right. I remember they did move down to Nashville. Now, you may have had a crush on this brother way back in the day when, remember New York Undercover? Because a lot of women, they was loving him some Malik Yoba.
Malik Yoba? Oh.
Yeah.
Now, he had a little problem with the lips, but we were all volunteering to help him cure the problem.
Wait. What was the problem with his lips?
A little chap.
He didn't believe in chapstick? Okay.
A little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, need some moisture.
Y'all could work with that. Y'all could help him out with that.
Oh, we can work.
You could help moisturize him. Well, I don't know if his lips are still ashy or not, but he will be 56 on Sunday. So happy birthday. And I'm a big Naughty by Nature fan. I know you are too. My crew.
Yeah,
Hip-hop.
love Naughty.
Hooray! Ho! Hey, one of the ultimate party joints still turned the club out. Yeah. Vinny, that was a little short dude. A little short, soft one. Vin Rock. Vinny's going to be 53 on Sunday. Happy birthday to all the Virgos out there. So, well, Key, welcome back.
Thank you, Geno.
I give you the floor.
I get the floor?
You got the floor. You got the camera, the mic. It's.
Listen, when you work in education on a Friday, when you get home, man, you want the floor, all right. You just lay on it like this with a pillow and a bottle.
No, Key, not that bad.
Oh, baby. I said today, is it Friday the 15th or Friday the 13th? When I left today, they was like, bye, Miss Tyson. I was like, bye. They was like, can we hug you? No, get back. on the first thing smoking. But happy Friday to everybody. I think to backtrack a little bit, and I don't want to get too deep because it is Friday, as Geno likes to say. But I do represent union. Listen, I'm from Michigan, Midwest, Geno, you too.
Absolutely.
We are the states that, I mean, come on.
Yes.
In Chicago, come on.
Hey,
with
look,
it.
I'm in after, so I'm up.
Yeah,
Now it's
yeah.
SAG after.
We both are after.
Yeah, right.
me
That's
too.
right. Yes, that's right.
Yeah, because I was with CBS, so I was after too, Geno. And as a matter of fact, I got a piece of mail I got to send in so they can send me my good union retirement.
Oh yeah.
Because I had an address change years ago and forgot to change it. But the UAW is officially saying, and if you don't know what the UAW is, United Auto Workers. And here in Michigan, we are where the Big Three started. They don't technically, by the way, call themselves the Big Three. If anybody didn't know that, that's what we call them.
Okay.
The people. But they don't call themselves the Big Three. They don't like to be lumped all together. They want to be separate. But today they are united in terms of the workers because they were promised years ago when everything fell apart that when they took the benefit packages away, that some of that stuff would be returned when things were plentiful. And the auto companies have been swimming in plenty.
Yes.
For a few years now.
And Key, let me
Remember,
just say
that
this.
happened at the beginning of Obama.
Yeah, I was gonna say, great minds think alike, because I was just gonna say, we need to remind folks that we, the taxpayers, and including those auto workers, basically saved the auto industry, literally. Because you had some folks like, let them go bankrupt, let them die. Folks that was running for president, that was like, hey, but no, shout out to.
You want to holler, throw your hands up, and that was 2008 when it really fell apart. Barack is coming into office. Remember, everybody? That's when all this happened. And Biden, our current president, was the person who kind of spearheaded for President Obama at the time, the negotiations.
Yes, you're right.
They were Obama's. I just want to be clear here. Obama was the boss now. He was the president. But Biden was the caretaker. Yes. Okay. And there was supposed to be honor in that agreement. The workers said, okay, we're going to agree to give up this, that, and the other part of our retirement, raises, all of these things, these, and I don't want to call them perks, these benefits that belong to us. We will forfeit them, give them up for now, with the promise of when it gets greater later, you're going to give us our stuff back.
And it's been great for
it's
them CEOs. It's been great.
Yeah, it's 2023, Geno. We're going into 2024. And so they said enough already. And so what they did is that not every plant membership shut down.
Okay.
But there was a representative plant that hit the picket lines at midnight.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I
so
get to know that. I didn't know.
Yeah. So we'll see how this goes. There was GM plant that shut down, Stellantis plant that shut down, and Ford. Okay.
So that Stellantis, because when I heard, I'm like,
Stellantis.
Okay, that used to be, was it Chrysler?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. So I mean, look, Chrysler, Daimler Chrysler.
Oh, that's
Chrysler
true.
Fiat.
Oh, you're right.
We call it Chrysler. Okay.
Right.
So for argument's sake, yes, just say Chrysler, Geno.
Yeah, right.
But Stellantis, yes, that's what it actually is on paper. Your check is going to say Stellantis.
So, Key, let me ask you real quick. I don't know if you know this. So, some of the UAW workers at some of the plants, the GM, Ford, and Chrysler plants in other cities, are they They're shutting down. So they're shutting down also.
So,
Because like you got a Ford plant in suburban
there was
Chicago.
there were key cities that agreed to, and that's how they chose to roll this out, right? But if the negotiations don't come to a conclusion quickly, then we start getting into, so right now they're trying to just be selective, right? We'll do it here, we'll do it here, we'll do it here. But at any moment, that could change depending on the negotiations.
Okay.
Or whether or not they get to a negotiation.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. So we shall see. But no, the big three are all over the country and internationally. So
yes.
Yeah, you kind of want to nip this in the butt as quickly as possible, or what you're going to see, and I'll just relate it to the viewers. What you're going to see is come September, right, of next year, possibly, but definitely the into October, you're not going to have inventory. You're going to try to buy a car, and it's going to be on back order, which we just experienced because of the shipping issue.
Yes.
The shipping tanks and all that. Mm-hmm. We couldn't get cars, we couldn't get parts, and on and on and on. So you're going to have that again. It's already a long wait to get your car fixed because of backups with parts. So now this is going to make it even worse.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. So
and that means they can't make money. So that, so it's beneficial for everybody to get this done. And listen, I want my brothers and sisters in the UAW to get, just like with you and I, Geno, we want the writers to get what they deserve, because this AI, not with it.
No.
I'm not with it at all, because as voice talent, I don't want some robot taking money out of my pocket.
Right.
But
and I don't want you basically kind of cloning and
right.
Biting.
Yes,
industry term.
Not biting, Geno. Totally stealing your voice.
Yes. Yep.
Getting a recording of your voice and then creating the AI version of that.
You're
no
right.
way. Mm-hmm. I'm not with that. So it's beneficial, though, for both sides to come to an agreement. So as much as I want my UAW brothers and sisters in union spirit to get everything they want, there needs to be compromise. So we may not be able to get everything, but everybody's got to walk away happy, and they do deserve something.
But Key, I know you saw these numbers, like the ratio of the CEO pay to like the average worker, and like I think Ford and GM.
Yeah.
I saw one was like 350 to 1, 360 to 1.
Yeah.
I mean, listen. There was a time, like your mom and your family, I had a cousin that in the 60s, worked at one of the auto plants. The CEO would maybe make 40 times more than like the average worker. Mm. But it's like, come on, y'all, really? 360, 400 times more? Come on. Just come on.
Well, the rationale, and don't at me to death, audience, on this. Is my name up there? Dang on that. Like, don't at me. But the rationale is that if I, the CEO, am responsible for the programs and planning and initiatives and bargaining and all of that creates this profit, I'd be doggone if I'm not gonna run off with a big fat check, because I am making the company billions of dollars. So you're gonna have to share with me. And I don't disagree with that, because you're putting a lot on your shoulders. You're losing a lot of sleep to keep GM running. And that's the truth. If you are running one of these companies, you deserve your money. But
but
if I'm making the cars, I deserve my cut too.
Yeah, you deserve your cut as the CEO, but you don't deserve 400 times more.
Now, see, I don't want to get into that argument. I don't want to tell you how many more times, 400, 300, 200. All I'm saying is you deserve yours and I deserve mine.
Yes.
Because I'm okay with you having a gajillion dollars as long as I do too.
Yeah. Because, I mean, for all the responsibility that CEO takes, without them workers, that CEO,
absolutely,
they can replace that CEO, and they replace them all the time, and then give them these golden parachutes. So
all I'm saying is that at the Geno Jones show, I am not going to fight with you about your cut. You have worked hard, Geno. You have built a wonderful show. You are an absolutely awesome host. And when it comes down to payday, I need for Geno Jones to get his money and be happy. But Keila needs to get her cut too.
Come on now. That's what I'm about to
That's all. Fair.
Come on.
Let's be fair.
Because them workers are in there every day.
Every day.
You know, because we did a morning show together. So if you on here every day, look, and you are a vital part of that, vital part of that success, it's like, what are we tripping about?
And why should you go home worried about your bills?
Come on. Yeah. I mean, that's just me. I'm going to eat, but I'm going to make sure you deserve to eat. I'm not, like you said. And the workers are not saying they should be getting $10 million a year salary, but come on now.
But they shouldn't have to worry about their bills and where their next paycheck, how much their next paycheck is going to be, and if they can afford to buy a house or or to buy a boat. I'm sick of this talk about making just enough to live. That I want to make enough to be comfortable, to buy a boat, to buy a vacation house, if that's what I deserve, and I don't have to feel guilty about that.
And Key, I know you know because you grew up in Detroit. You had family members, relatives. I distinctly remember. I can't remember the name. I know my mother's watching, but we had. I had cousins that lived in Detroit, and I remember hearing my mother talk about them. Like every year, they would get a new car, and they were able to buy a house and send kids to college and pay the tuition themselves, cash. So there was a time to where you were like really like upper middle class. If you worked at one of those automakers, you on one. Not just two people, on one person's salary.
One. And if you got two, oh my goodness.
Y'all were just balling out.
So we need to make sure that we do not go backward. And I want the world to know we have not businesses, and please don't start talking to me about small businesses and all of this stuff. Geno and I are small business owners, so cut the crap, okay? Businesses have not done right by their workers.
Yeah.
We have not, based on just averages and statistics and metrics, right? We have not made any more money based on cost of living since the 1970s.
Yep. 70s, 80s at the latest. You're right. You're right. Very few companies. Now, shout out to the UPS workers. And UPS, it was like, because we know folks want them packages, so they didn't play around. They got their bag.
So, but, so many people, teachers.
Oh, man. Don't even get me started on teachers. They need to pay y'all y'all need to get a check like LeBron. Come on now.
Okay. So, workers are not being paid what they should based on cost of living. The bread keeps going up, the milk keeps going up, the cheese keeps going up, the car prices keep going up, everything keeps going up, but our salaries have been the same, except for you get those 3% cost of living increases, and trust and believe that don't cut it.
Right. And wait, you're lucky to get that. Because a lot of companies,
if you get
don't even get that.
Because a lot of times companies cry, oh, we got to freeze up, everything. And so there are no bonuses this year. And even though we have to give you that yearly review, we're not going to give you any money for being the excellent worker that you are.
And not to mention, the majority of these companies have been making record profits.
Yes.
And some of them made out like the mob during the pandemic.
The pandemic, heck, some of them made out like the mob, Geno, right after the bottom fell out when Obama was in office.
Yes. Come on now.
Okay.
So.
The Wall Street, the banks, they came back like, what?
Oh, better than they were ever.
Better than ever.
Man, don't give me.
And that was our money. We had to pay for that.
Yes.
Now you can't buy a house.
Right. We bailed out the banks, and don't talk about some of those companies. Because Wells Fargo, they had to pay out because they were found guilty of basically, just kind of paraphrasing, like these predatory adjustable arm loans that they were really selling primarily to black and
no doc
people of color.
loans. Come on.
Yep. Come on now. I know. Your mortgage would go from $1,100 to $1,200 a month to $2,500 a month.
Yeah, because you were on that ARM, ARM. Yeah.
Man, come on.
So, listen, don't talk to Geno or myself about it because we know, and it is time for people to be paid, and the United Auto Workers, our AFTRA members, and SAG members who are out there fighting for writers, any other people on their job, teachers, because Detroit was skinny to chinny chin chin getting back to school this year, Geno.
Really? Oh, wow.
Yes. That was thin ice. And they're still, and by the way, there's talking in the back. It's not set in stone yet. They're talking. So at any day that could fall apart.
Wow.
Not gonna say the district I work in, but ours was just before the first day of work. So people, I know you we had the young man that started the union for Amazon. I forget his name. Young black man.
The brother. Yeah, I think we're in New York.
In New York.
And they
Come on now.
him. They fired him.
Yes. During the pandemic.
Yes.
Geno. So all I'm saying is that I know people are afraid of unions and what they mean, but listen, you better do your homework. There is good and bad in everything, but as far as my life is concerned and my experience, we have been far better served because we have had unions. And that ends my soapbox.
Listen, just Google a quick history. What was life like for American workers before unions were formed?
Yep.
Children, they would have babies, early teenagers, 13, 14. Instead of being in school, working 16, 18 hours, no lunch breaks, no sick days, none of that, 7 days a week. Come on. Man, just Google it. Do your homework.
Yep. And black women were the lowest on the totem pole.
Mm-hmm. Come on.
Drop mic.
Come on.
That's it.
Come on. All right, Keith, before I let you get out of here, I know you always would recommend some great weekend viewing. So do you have anything off the top of your head?
Geno.
That something you've been watching lately that like.
I'm watching a very chick show called, oh God, it's called Virgin River, Geno, and you're like,
wait,
you're
okay,
probably like, I wouldn't watch that show.
No, maybe I wouldn't, but hold on. It's funny you said that. Damaris is not here. Yes. But I think, so give me a quick, like 20 seconds. What's the plot on that show?
It's a small town in I think upstate California, I believe, but it's called Virgin River Falls is the name of the town. But there's a nurse that comes to town that works for a small town doctor, and it all kind of spreads from there. And it's about their little community, but it's very small. And but they have some diversity in this town, not a whole lot, but it's a real family show.
Okay.
So I've been watching that, and there's a documentary about the Boy Scouts, and I did not know that it was a Black man who went, what's going on here with these Boy Scouts? And they hired him to work for them, and he said something is not right here, and that's good. Those are both, I believe, on Netflix.
Well, that first show, I think I heard Boogie
Damaris,
talking to Damaris, telling,
it's a chick show.
Okay.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
So for the fellas, tomorrow night, 10 o'clock Eastern time. So Key and I on East Coast time. In Chicago, 9 o'clock tomorrow night. Deion Sanders and the Colorado, Coach Prime and his team with his son, Shedeur Sanders, and his kid Travis Hunter, who's amazing, are playing Colorado State against this Uncle Tom head coach Mike Norvell, who tried to throw some shade at Deion's mama. So Deion said it's personal. So I expect Colorado, they might put 100 on Colorado State. They might just, the officials from the Pac-10, they might get on the phone and call the referees, just stop the game. Stop the damn game. Come on. This is embarrassing. No more.
I think this is the equivalent of a Muhammad Ali and whoever his opponent was, crap talking that they do.
Well, no, because so Deion and this guy, Mike Norvell, they have met and they had been respectful earlier. It was just, I guess the dude was feeling himself when he was doing his TV show. But the whole part about, my mama raised, it was like, why are you bringing mamas?
Yeah, well, I mean, come on. The best way to get to somebody is to talk about their mama.
That's the best way to get your ass whooped, too. So expect to see Colorado State get that ass whooped tomorrow real good. Because Deion, once again, he was emphatic. And the last thing he said on camera on ESPN was, it's personal. So it's there you go. What else can I say? Keela Carson, number one on your program, number one in your heart. I love you. We're so glad to have you back. Your mother, she's so happy to see you on there. She said, tell Keela I said hi.
Hey.
Have a great weekend, Key.
You too.
Thank you. Hey, everybody else. Have a great weekend. Thank you for letting me be a part of your life. As always, God bless each and every one of you and especially you, and God most of all, thank you for letting me do the Geno Jones Show live Monday through Friday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern. Please subscribe to the Geno Jones Show YouTube channel. You and everybody you know and don't know and like, love, can't stand, hate, I don't care. Strangers, aliens from outer space, UFOs, whatever the hell they call them. Tell them all. This is Must See TV. Simply the best and the baddest in the business, the Geno Jones Show. Less than 10 new subscribers away from becoming a YouTube partner. Keep them coming. I want to thank all my new subscribers. And I want to thank all my subscribers from day one, from the door, from day one. I'll be celebrating my 3rd-year anniversary of doing the Geno Jones Show live in about 2.5, 3 weeks, the beginning of October. Excited about that. We're going to have I'm really going to celebrate for the entire month. First, I was just going to celebrate a day. Then I said, I'll celebrate a week. Damn that. It's my show. 3 years, coming to you 5 days a week, except for I'm on vacation or something special going on. Listen, and the fact that the show is one of the fastest growing shows here on YouTube, and my viewership has just grown exponentially, just dramatically huge. And I thank each and every one of you all for watching. Thank you so much. And thanks to everybody watching me live, all right? And if you missed some of the show, my weekend review show, go back and binge watch this and all my back episodes. Shout out to Markel Bailey, the official barber and hairstylist for the Geno Jones Show. Check him out on Instagram, on IG. Kel be cutting up, KELBECUTTINUP. Allie Jones is the drip director, the official wardrobe consultant and stylist for the Geno Jones Show. You can check her out on IG and check out her LX.NCL collection. This summer she had a special summer crochet line collection, a complete crochet line. She had crocheted swimsuits, one-piece, two-piece swimsuits. She had crocheted handbags for ladies or for guys. If you want a crochet handbag, she can crochet your custom-make, crochet your handbag. She had leggings, she had tops, little scullies, little beanies. So for the fall, she has a special fall winter collection, crochet line collection, the LX.N like Nanette, C like Charlie, L like Lexi _ on Instagram, on IG, LX.NCL_. And all the celebrities, if you're looking for one of the baddest, hottest, she ain't up and coming, she's here, stylist on the planet, Allie Jones. Reach out to her, LX.NCL_, if you need that top notch that just can see the future, just way ahead of the curve. Allie Jones is the one for you. Also, shout out to Bruce Gage, wardrobe consultant and stylist for the Geno Jones Show. Check out his signature Mario Cuomo line and the Flyball collection, the officially licensed Negro League baseball gear. You'll love it. Bruce Gage on Instagram. It's Miglio Di Mario Cuomo, MIGLIODIMARIOUOMO. MIGLIODIMARIOUOMO. So have a great weekend, everybody. Make it a Geno Jones Show binge watch weekend. Binge watch all my back episodes, last night's and the night before and all this week, and just binge watch all of them for the last nearly 3 years. Me and you, Monday afternoon, evening, 6:30 p.m. Eastern, the next live edition of the Geno Jones Show. Once again, I want to thank everybody for watching me live. I want to thank everybody for watching me whenever you are watching me. If I'm not on the air live, doesn't matter, because whenever you're watching me, I'm live for you. All right, everybody, be blessed. Pray for peace. I love you. I really do. Thank you so much. Have a great weekend. Holla!
Subscribe and tune in to the next episode of the Geno Jones Show, exclusively right here on YouTube.
Charleston's first trucking expo is rolling into the Lowcountry September 17th with industry speakers, a kids zone, vendors, and CDL scholarships. Make sure to come to Ladson Exchange Park on September 17th and visit charlestontruckexpo.com.